Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are at a critical juncture as they gear up for what promises to be an intense, competitive season. And the buzz around the league, especially among fans and insiders, is that the Eagles are being urged to make a bold move, something that could define their future and potentially reshape the division. The whispers, the rumors, the speculation, it's all pointing toward one thing: the need for a game-changing pass rusher, an elite, all-pro talent that can elevate the team's defense to a whole new level. And honestly, this isn't just a fan fantasy. The pressure is real, and it's mounting from every corner. Analysts, former players, and even the players themselves are on record emphasizing just how crucial this piece could be for the Eagles' championship aspirations. The Philadelphia Eagles, as we all know, have been on a remarkable upward trajectory over the past few seasons. From their Super Bowl appearance in 2018 to their recent playoff runs, the team has consistently shown they're a force to be reckoned with. But to truly contend and perhaps push through to hoist that Lombardi trophy again, they need to fine-tune certain aspects of their roster. And defense, especially pass rushing, is the focal point here. When you look at the league's top defenses in recent years, one thing is clear: having a dominant pass rusher can be the difference between a good defense and a championship-caliber one. It's the player who can turn the tide of a game with a crucial sack, disrupt the opposing quarterback's rhythm, and create turnovers that energize the entire team. The Eagles' current roster has some talented pass rushers. Players like Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, and Brandon Graham are solid, and Reddick especially had a breakout season last year. But the consensus among experts and fans alike is that they need that one transcendent, all-pro level player who commands double teams, draws constant attention from the offensive line, and can consistently produce game-changing plays. Think about the impact a player like TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, or Myles Garrett would have on the Eagles' defense. It's not just about adding another name to the roster, it's about transforming the entire unit into a feared, unstoppable force. And the pressure to make this move is not coming only from fans. The analytics, the film breakdowns, the recent performances, everything screams that the Eagles need to act quickly. As we inch closer to the start of the season, the window for negotiations is narrowing. Teams are aware of this urgency and are exploring their options, weighing offers, trying to balance salary cap considerations, and figuring out how to get the best return. The NFL trade market has been active, with several big-name pass rushers already changing teams or being linked to potential moves. The Eagles, with their rich history of aggressive offseason moves under Howie Roseman, are clearly in the mix. The question is, will they pull the trigger? You see, acquiring a top-tier pass rusher doesn't happen overnight. It involves negotiations, salary cap gymnastics, and sometimes a bit of luck. But the fact remains, Philadelphia's front office knows exactly what's at stake. They understand that a single move could elevate their defense from good to elite, from playoff contenders to Super Bowl favorites. And with Jalen Hurts continuing to develop into a star quarterback and the offense already looking dangerous, adding that one piece on defense could be the final puzzle piece to complete the championship puzzle. Now, let's talk a little about the current state of the Eagles' defense. Last season, they finished with a solid, if not spectacular, ranking in sacks and pressures. Hassan Reddick was a bright spot, earning Pro Bowl recognition and showing why he's one of the league's most feared pass rushers. Yet the team's overall pressure rate was inconsistent, and against top offenses, they sometimes struggled to generate that consistent push that turns drives into punts. That's where a true game-wrecker on the edge could make all the difference. The kind of player who commands respect from offensive coordinators and offensive lines, forcing them to game plan around him, opening opportunities for others. This is not just about adding a star, It's about creating a ripple effect across the entire defense. When an elite pass rusher is on the field, it frees up other players to be more aggressive, to attack the quarterback, and to make plays. It also helps in situational football, third downs, red zone, late-game scenarios, where every sack, every pressure can change the outcome of a game. The Eagles are well aware of the importance of this, and so are their rivals. The NFC East, in particular, has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the Cowboys adding talent on defense and the Giants showing signs of improvement. The Eagles know that to stay ahead, they must not only keep their offense firing but also bolster their defense with a splash move. But here's the thing. Despite all the talk and speculation, nothing is set in stone yet. The NFL is a league of chess moves, and sometimes the biggest trades come out of nowhere. The Eagles' front office has a history of savvy moves, and they're known for their patience and strategic planning. They're monitoring the market closely, weighing their options, and perhaps preparing to make a bold statement. The question is, will they go all in for that elite pass rusher? Will they make a trade that turns heads and sets the tone for the season? And let's not forget the players themselves. The locker room, the coaching staff, everyone is aware of what's at stake. The team's leadership has been emphasizing the importance of playing with intensity and purpose, and bringing in a star pass rusher could be the spark that ignites everyone. The fans are eager, the city is hungry for another deep playoff run, and the players are motivated to leave no doubt about their championship ambitions. The culture of this team, under head coach Nick Sirianni, has been about resilience, adaptability, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Adding a top-tier pass rusher would fit perfectly into that mindset, pushing everyone to elevate their game. Now, let's explore some names that have been floated in the rumor mill. While I won't get into every speculative name, it's worth noting that the NFL's trade landscape is dynamic. Players like Montez Sweat of the Washington Commanders, or even considering a high-profile free agent if the market allows, are among the options that could be on the table. The Eagles have the draft capital and cap space to make a splash, and their front office is known for creative solutions. It's also worth mentioning that sometimes the best moves happen just before the season kicks off, when teams are motivated to make final adjustments. The fans' reaction has been electric. Everywhere you turn, Eagles supporters are discussing potential trades, debating which player would be the perfect fit, and dreaming of that game-changing edge rusher in midnight green. There's a real sense of anticipation, mixed with a little anxiety, because everyone knows how much this move could shape their season. If they manage to land a true all-pro pass rusher, it's not just about boosting the defense. It's about sending a message to the rest of the league that the Eagles are serious contenders, that they're willing to go the extra mile to reclaim their spot at the top of the NFC and make a real Super Bowl push. And it's not just about this season. The Philadelphia Eagles have built a roster with a lot of young talent, a solid core, and a bright future. But to truly maximize that potential, strategic acquisitions like a top pass rusher are essential. They're the missing piece that can transform a good team into a dominant one. The front office knows this, the coaching staff knows this, and the fans certainly know this. The question remains, will they pull the trigger? Will they make that bold move before the season starts or as the trade deadline approaches? In terms of statistical impact, adding an elite pass rusher has historically correlated with improved defensive performance. Teams with top sack artists often see lower points allowed, more turnovers, and a higher likelihood of winning close games. For the Eagles, this could mean turning a handful of narrow losses into victories, especially in critical moments. It could mean giving their young quarterback, Jalen Hurts, even more opportunities to excel, knowing that the defense can lock down opponents when it matters most. The synergy between offense and defense is what champions are built on, and the Eagles are acutely aware that they need to bolster that defensive side of the ball. Looking back at recent Eagles history, they've often been aggressive in the offseason, making strategic trades and signings to elevate the team. The Super Bowl run in 2017 was the result of a bold and calculated roster overhaul. Since then, the team has continued to evolve, but the core philosophy remains the same: seize opportunities, make bold moves when needed, and build a roster capable of competing at the highest level. The current buzz about a potential pass rusher acquisition is just the latest chapter in that ongoing story of strategic excellence. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you believe the team should go all in and trade for that elite pass rusher? Who do you think would be a perfect fit? Are you optimistic that the front office will make the right move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. We're all in this together, and your passion is what keeps this community alive and thriving. Remember, this is a team that's always looking to improve, always aiming higher. The NFC East is no longer a two-team race. Teams like the Cowboys and Giants are closing the gap. If the Eagles want to maintain or expand their dominance, this move could be the game changer. It's about solidifying their defense, giving the offense more opportunities, and setting the stage for another deep playoff run. So keep your eyes peeled, Eagles fans, because the next few weeks could be pivotal. The front office is watching, negotiations are ongoing, and the NFL universe is waiting to see if Philly pulls off that big splash. In conclusion, this story isn't just about a single player or a trade. It's about the mindset of a team that's hungry for greatness. It's about the relentless pursuit of excellence, the desire to bring another Super Bowl to the city of brotherly love, and the strategic moves that can turn good teams into legends. The Philadelphia Eagles are at a crossroads, and whatever decision they make in the coming days could be remembered for years to come. So stay connected, keep the passion alive, and let's see what unfolds next in this exciting chapter of Eagles history. Because when it comes to the Eagles, never count them out and never underestimate their will to win. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news.